Thank you. So I'm here because years ago I was with Bob or Robert. I still can't figure out what to call him.
Roberto is fine.
And I knew that LIOS represented something that was important. And it represented something that was an alternative to the dominant narrative. So if you ask me, how does change occur? It comes to creating an alternative narrative. The dominant narrative is very simple: control, consistency, predictability, the business perspective. That's how our society is now oriented, the free market consumer culture. And so what draws us in is to create an alternative, because all that dehumanizes us. And so the work is to take every moment and say, how do we reclaim, rediscover, re-experience our humanity in the face of a commodifying universe, a colonial universe. And whatever you care about, whether it's whatever words you put in front of justice, social, racial, economic, it's really to try to rehumanize and create locally what globalization. So that's the larger context. And then you say, how do I give form to it in this moment? And Bob and I began with tea groups. And it was a great early career because I didn't have to know anything. All I had to do was sit there at the age of 27 and say, hi, glad you're here. I worked for Exxon, so we had Exxon people there. And I say, for the next 5 days, we're going to learn from what happens in this group. And my job is to help you learn what's happening. And up to now, from now on, it's up to you. So I learned that as an entry-level employee. And then the world was created because they got angry. They wanted to select a leader. So in the moment where you are, you always have the opportunity to reconstruct an alternative narrative. And when most people come to a session, they are asked, what's your expectations, blah, blah, blah. And so what you're trying to do is confront people with their freedom and confront them with their agency, that they have the capacity to create the future they want to inhabit. So that's been my struggle all these years, is to create structures and specifics to help people realize that the future they want to inhabit, they're going to have to create themselves. And you can't do it by telling them that. You do it by designing experiences.